Welcome back to the Scrapyard guys, Tronic here, and we're back with another Marvel Snap video. Today we're having a look at the top 10 most popular cards in Marvel Snap. Now this information is based on the statistics found on snap.fan. I'll leave a link for that website down below, some really cool stuff on there. Before we get into the video itself, I wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been watching my content lately. As you probably noticed, I'm putting out daily videos on the weekdays and making some shorts on the weekends. So a huge thank you from me, to all the people who are watching. I'm glad you're enjoying these videos. Make sure if you are watching my content, you hit the hit the thumbs up, hit subscribe. If you're watching my videos and you're not subscribed, as a lot of you are, I'd greatly appreciate if you hit that sub button. You're clearly enjoying my content, so why aren't you subscribed? Okay, without further ado, let's get into it. Number 10 most popular card on the list is Lady Sif. She has been seen in 36,257 games this season and has a win rate of 50.56%. So pretty like 50-50 win rate. You see her a lot, obviously, in the sort of discard archetype. Also played a lot with Hela. You see her also played with the Ghost Rider combo. So she fits into a few different decks, deck archetypes, and is a really cool activator for, you know, discarding that biggest, strongest card in your hand. Number 9, surprisingly, is actually Mystique, seen in 38,274 games, has a win rate of 50.68%. Now, Mystique fits into another few different types of decks. So she fits into the Wong-going deck, where you're trying to double Spectrum's ability for, you know, buffing your ongoing cards. Obviously, she fits in Patriot decks as well. You know, copying that ongoing ability is such a cool, powerful. Also then into the Cerebro deck. She fits into those couple of different archetypes, which obviously leads her to be more popular and seen in a lot more decks. Number 8 is America Chavez. Game seen 39,858, a slightly lower win rate at 49.39%. Obviously, America Chavez is just a super powerful card that, you know, you guarantee you're going to draw her on turn 6, and that also helps you draw the other 11 cards a little bit more consistently in your deck, so you can see a lot why she's there. She's also one of the cards you get earlier in the game, so there's obviously the popularity for Pool 1, Pool 2, Pool 3 cards involved here. But again, a really good card that deserves to be in a lot of decks. Number 7 on the list is Bishop. Bishop gets seen 40,799 times this season with a win rate of 51.61%. You see him a lot in Mr. Negative decks. You see him in Khazar decks. You know, basically decks that you're filling the board and you're playing a lot of cards per turn. A really solid card that you get early on and should be run in a lot of decks, if I'm honest. The 6th most popular card is Ant-Man. Game seen 41,368. I think the lowest percentage win rate on this list at 48.72%. Again, fits in a lot of spam type decks that, you know, fill the board. Obviously, you want to get that 1/4 ability, you know, filling up a location with 4 other cards on the space. A really, really solid card that, you know, a lot of people will use long into the game, you know, even when they get into Pool 3. And just fits into a lot of different deck archetypes. Magic is number 5 on this list. You see her 42,289 times with a win rate of 50.55. She is very popular, obviously, in Magic decks. Other decks that include her are sort of control style decks that you want to buy yourself an extra turn just to see what your opponent has done on their big turn 6. So you then have on turn 7 potentially locations that are full for your opponent, but you have another option to go, well, I'll play one more card where you can't, and basically secure the win. Super, I think, meta defining when people started getting her. Not as powerful anymore, I don't think, but still a really cool card to be able to drop turn 6 and say, hey, no, there's one more turn. Let's see if we can, you know, win this game back. The 4th most popular card, I think, surprises nobody here. Jubilee, game seen 44,320, win percentage of 52.96, which is actually quite high. She fits into so many deck archetypes. You know, big decks where you're running big cards and you want to pull them out early. Obviously, Jubilee fits in well here. She fits in well in Magic deck, or sorry, Mr. Negative deck sometimes because of her 1/4 ability, being able to pull cards. A super fun card that a lot of people run as soon as they get her because her ability to basically play out your powerful stuff on turn 4 versus having to wait for turn 5 or turn 6 just makes her a really, really powerful card. The 3rd most popular card is Angela. She's seen in 56,670 games this season. Her win rate is 51.52, which is pretty good. A solid 2-drop that just fits in so many types of deck, because the ability to just play on top, play cards that you were going to play anyway on top of her, and she basically gets her +2 buff every time you pay a card. So, by the end of the game, she's a 2/7, and potentially you might be running her in a bounce deck or something like that, where you can kind of play more cards on top of her to continue that buff throughout the game. So there's a good reason she's number 3. Number 2, I think Sunspot is maybe the best 1-drop in the game. That's my opinion. Let me know down below if you think I'm wrong. He is seen in 58,709 games, win percentage of 51.89, so pretty good. A really good 1-drop that can fit into almost any deck. You could be running a sort of spam type deck, you could be running a large control type deck, but just having that ability to have a 1-drop that just can grow in power if you want to, you don't have a turn, or you don't have something to play on a specific turn, you just do nothing, Sunspot grows. I think that just makes him so versatile. Before we get to number 1, I want to make sure you've hit the like button by now and you're subscribed. All right, let's get to number 1. And the number 1 most popular card is Iron Man. He is seen in 62,194 games. He has a win rate of 51.78%, and he just fits in every deck. Like, there is not a deck that you couldn't just slot an Iron Man in. The ability to just double your power on any location has, won me and lost me a lot of games. Let's be fair. Such a versatile power, such a versatile card to have in your deck. I don't think there is a deck, again, point it out in the comments down below if you think there's a deck that Iron Man doesn't fit in. He's such a cool card. You should definitely be playing him if you've got him in almost any deck you build. And that's the video, folks. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this content, as I said already a lot of times, make sure you hit like by now and subscribe if you want to see more of this. If you want to watch some more Marvel Snap content, feel free to click on the videos over here, and I'll catch you in the next one.